Planning all-inclusive itineraries in Travefy is easy and straightforward from the start. Explore hundreds of hotel brands, import details easily, and quickly shape those pieces into standout itineraries that your travelers can't wait to experience. Let's go ahead and get started. To get started, you'll be brought to your trips page whenever you first log into your Travefy account. From here, select that new trip button up at the top left. You'll have two options that you can choose from. You can select with itinerary or with proposal if you are still in that quoting process. Today, we're going to select the with itinerary option. And from here, it's going to open up your trip overview. Think of your trip overview as a suitcase in a way where you can pack as many resources as you would like for a certain trip. Whether that means you want to include multiple proposals, itineraries, an invoice or two, this is a place where you can add in all of the details and know where to find it. Let's go ahead and name this trip. I'm going to name this Jameson Honeymoon. And from here, you'll see an option to add labels. Labels is how you organize and categorize things within Travefy to find them easier later on. I'm going to add in two different labels. For me, I've added in the year that this trip is taking place. That way I can easily find all of my 2026 trips. And if I want to narrow it down in the future, I can see all of my 2026 trips that are all-inclusives. Now that we have the title and the label in there, let's go ahead and select that edit button to edit the actual itinerary. Where this takes us is right within our trip builder, where we can build out the content for the specific trip. I'm going to start off in our settings, which is up at the top left. And from here, I like to fill these 4 areas out as best I can. It lays a good foundation for the rest of your itinerary. You can edit that itinerary name further, put in any of those start dates that you know about, prices, and you can select whether this is per person or total, or you don't have to put anything in this field at all. And lastly is your description. Your description is the first messaging that your travelers will see, so most advisors will put in a thank you note as well as a trip summary. I've gone ahead and pasted some description in, but if you want to format this any further, up at the top you'll have options to bold, italicize, add any links, which is helpful if you want to include any external links and provide them easily for your travelers. Bullet points, numbered list. If you click the 3 dots, you'll also see additional options such as adding in your own tables. Once you've made all of the changes, go ahead and select Save Changes. Next, we want to change that cover photo. The cover photo is also something that appears at the very beginning of your traveler's itineraries. By selecting Change Cover Photo, we have 4 different options right from within here to bring content in. One is through the royalty-free databases that Travefy is hooked up to. Just type in a general keyword and select Search to find all of the photos. You can also upload any of the photos on the device that you're working on. If there's a website out there, such as a supplier's website that you would want to try and bring photos from, you can copy their URL, paste it within here, and select Get Images. From there, Travefy will see if we can use any of those images from that site. And last but not least is the standard copy and paste method. For today, let's use that database. I'm going to type in beach before I select search, and from here you can see all of our different beach photos. I'm going to go with this first one before I select the Save Changes. Now, from here you might notice a few things. We have our title, our price, that cover photo, and we also have the date showing on that first day. If you want to see what your travelers will see by opening the itinerary invite, just select Preview up at the top right, and this is what your travelers will see upon opening it. They'll see your information up at the top, along with the contact information you included in your profile. They'll see that cover photo you selected, titles, prices, dates, as well as that description. So far, everything is looking good, so let's continue adding content in. From here on the side, you'll see 2 different sections of information. One is the actual day itself, where of course you can continue selecting new day to add more days in. And the other section you'll see is an information and document section. This type of section will never be associated with any date, so this works really well if you want to put in your confirmations, waivers, documents, you name it. Not only that, but you can choose to have these sections appear at the very beginning or at the very end of your trips. If you want more of those information and document sections, just click the 3 dots and select New Info section. Next, let's go ahead and talk about the type of content that you can add to both of these kinds of sections. You'll use what we call an event. Just click New Event, and from here, you'll get a drop-down list of all the different categories of events that you can build into that specific day or that specific section. For many of these types of events, such as the booking option, tour, cruise, will have different supplier integrations that will prompt you to enter in. That way, you're saving as much time as possible when building these itineraries out. The Smart Import option is also another great method. This is one of Travefy's AI tools where you can either copy and paste the information in or upload documents, and Travefy will build it right within that specific itinerary. Let's go ahead and select that new event once again, and we'll select the ground transportation option. From here up at the top, you can see where you can change the categories of information at any time, as well as the subcategories. You can put in your title, as well as any descriptions or notes that you would want to have in here. Again, if there are any external links that you may want to include, feel free to use that link option at any time. You can also include that table option if you want to lay out different prices perhaps, along with all of the other formatting options that you see up at the top. If you scroll down a little bit further, you'll notice some additional fields that you can enter in information, including an area to put in price. If you're going to be using the invoice feature later on, you'll want to make sure you include prices in this area. That way you can auto-populate your invoices. If we scroll even further down, you'll see the multimedia area where you can add up to 10 photos or videos. We can select that search option, upload method, website, copy and paste, but you'll notice that we have an additional method, which is video. This is where if you have a YouTube or Vimeo link, you can copy and paste it right within the search bar right here before selecting Add Video. This is helpful to give some variety to your itineraries and virtually transport your traveler to these destinations. So for an all-inclusive, you may want to include a walkthrough video. Lastly is your attachments area on an event. This is where you can attach documents easily, as well as search location information in that search bar. By doing so, a lot of times it'll bring over an interactive map and some basic location information. If you could see yourself reusing this content over and over again for future trips, I would recommend selecting the 3 dots. And from here, select Save to Library. Your library is your own personal database of resources where you can reuse content again and again. You'll notice where we are prompting you to put a label in. And so for today, I'll add in a transportation label before selecting Save to Library. We'll select Done Editing. And that way, if I want to reuse this event with this information again, on the right-hand side, I can go into my search bar under the library, type in transportation, and I can easily access that same event. I can drag and drop it to any section or day that I would like. But that way you don't have to reinvent the wheel each time you have a traveler that, in this case, needs transportation to the resort. Let's continue moving on. The next thing that we're going to do is add in flight information. I'm going to select the New Event button once more, and from here, I'm selecting the flight option. There are 3 different methods of adding flight information in. One is through this quick add method where you put the airline and flight number in. The booking confirmation where you can copy this address and forward your booking confirmation emails directly into your itinerary. And lastly is the GDS method. Just copy and paste the GDS code. We're going to stick with this quick add method for today. I'm going to put in our airline as well as our flight number. We'll select Get Info. And this is going to show us a quick summary of this flight, just making sure that this is the correct one. Let's go ahead and select Add to Itinerary. As you can see, we have the departure times as well as that arrival time. You'll also notice we have the time zones already in here for you, as well as a green check mark showing that we are receiving flight updates. That means if we detect any changes such as a departure delay, gate change, or the possibility of them arriving early or any cancellations, we'll update that for you right within the itinerary. We'll do this periodically up until that flight is within 24 hours of departing. Once it reaches that 24-hour window, we'll do real-time updates and real-time notifications to help make sure that trip process is as smooth as possible. If you want to add in additional information though, you'll have the option to just click the pencil icon on that certain event and add in what other details you would like to provide for your travelers. Next, you might notice My Transportation to the Resort is at the very beginning. If you ever need to move your events around, we will order it automatically by chronological order. Since this transportation event does not have a time, we can also just choose to drag and drop it into the order that we want. You can do so just by simply dragging and dropping like so. And now it's at the bottom. The next thing that we're going to add in together is the actual resort itself. By selecting New Event, and from here selecting the lodging option, we have this pop-up. We are connected to several hotel databases, including Virtuoso Properties, Select Hotels, and a standard global hotel database that is open for anyone to use. This is going to make building your proposals and itineraries that much faster and more polished. Now, today I'm going to be using just the general database, and I'll start by typing in the property name. As you can see, that resort name shows up as the first result, and I'm going for the one that has our Travefy airplane next to it, showing that we are pulling this from the global hotel database. I'll select it, and the next thing we'll do is put in a checkout date. I'll say that they're checking out on the 16th, and you can of course put in your check-in times as well as checkout times. Let's go ahead now and select Add to Itinerary. And there we go. We have the flights, that transportation, and that hotel event. We have facility information as well as many photos, as you can see, along with what we call a place attachment. These place attachments are going to provide additional location information, in this case 28 more photos, contact information, and amenity information. As always, if you want to edit anything further, just find your pencil icons and go ahead and make any changes that you would like. You'll also notice on the side that our checkout date has been added as well, along with all the days in between for you to add in additional information. Let's go ahead now and add in what we call a city guide. These guides are pre-made in Travefy, and they're professionally curated resources that are provided by Arrival Guides as well as Trip Report. Both companies regularly maintain and update their content, so you always have that accurate and high-quality information to share with your travelers. So you're saving time, and you're also elevating the client experience. To find your city guides, go to the right-hand side, select the City Guides tab, and type in the destination name. From here, you can choose one from Arrival Guides or Trip Report. We'll go with Arrival Guides for today. And from here, you can select to pull over the entire guide, specific sections, or specific items. For me, if I know my travelers well, I know that they are going to want all the tourist information. I'm going to go into my information and documents section, again, a section that will never be dated or associated with a date. And I'm just going to drag and drop over the tourist information. It'll pre-populate the information right here for me. And as always, if you want to customize this further, find your pencil icon. Add in some description, add in additional photos. If there's anything that you know your travelers don't need to know about, such as public transport, since we have private transportation set up for them, we can always remove it by selecting that red dot and then selecting Done Editing to save those changes. You can continue adding as many of these sections as you want, searching for several different destinations. But again, this is an easy way that you can add in resources for your travelers that are going to be helpful for their stay. Now, if you are going to add in additional event types, I would highly recommend checking out all of these ones and getting familiar with them because, again, Travefy offers so many different supplier integrations to make this process easy. Lastly, let's go ahead and preview what this trip is looking like now. By selecting Preview, again, this is what our travelers will see. If we scroll through this, we can see those flight options, that transportation information. On the left-hand side, we can also expand these days open. And by clicking into a specific section, it brings us right down to it without having to scroll. Photos are interactive and come over clearly. Place attachments are interactive, and we have that map as well as additional amenity information. And of course, we have that city guide. But that's it. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to our team through that live chat, or you can always email us. But thank you so much for watching.